So the year 2022 was pretty satisfying from the content point of view and the intent point of view. We are basically into three business units and catering to the distributed energy space, CNI, solar water pump and the residential segment. We redesigned our business model, and with the help of that business model, I think we have ticked all the boxes and we have done reasonably well in the space of CNI, where we did 22 projects in the first year. In residential segment, which we launched this year only, we have created an ecosystem of channel partner and master distributors, and end-to-end solution we will be providing in residential. So all in all, from the objective which we have set for FY22, I think from that perspective, it has been a satisfying year. In fact, one of the projects which we did in CNI space out of 22 was also awarded the best CNI project by Solar Quarter, and thanks SQ for recognizing that effort. And I think it will be a responsibility for the team to take this forward. This year, on our expected line, we expected the first 5-6 months to be muted because there has been some disruption in the. On one front, we see that BCD has been imposed 40% of the module and 25% of the cell. Also, there was a supply pressures because of various factors, geopolitical, and we expected it to be a choppy, which it was. However, at the same time, we also believe that there are sustainable targets, and big corporates are still very much into this space. And though the first 6 months have not honestly given us the result which we would expected it to be, but based on the subdued sentiment, we believe that next 6 months, based on the sustainability targets and the good pipeline which we have created, we will be able to still, make a good recovery, and the year should be ending, as desired and as required. So from a distributed energy space, there are three segments which we cater to. In CNI, one area where we are very keen is the open access policy guidelines 2022, which has been released. I expect early adoption of this by the states, power being a state subject, to be important, that how fast and how it can be adopted by the state discoms. I'm pretty sure this will hasten the whole CNI process. On the residential front, I see entry of the larger corporates, awareness of the people, and most importantly, the finance products, which will, I'm sure, is one of the major prerequisites if we have to do in the residential sector. Overall rooftop has not performed the way we expected it to be, but moving next 2-3 years, I'm pretty sure if enabled fully by policies, finance support through EMI options, I'm sure that residentials and CNI and overall rooftop will be a good story to tell. So, but Government of India has 450 gigawatt by 2030, and solar part is 280 gigawatt by 2030. If we have to ensure that we are on this journey, personally I believe that there will be 2-3 things which will be very, very important. PLI is a big push from the domestic manufacturing point of view, and I believe that this will be a good traction area. However, at the same time, there is a slight supply-demand mismatch, and we also have imposed BCDs of 40% for module. I personally believe that foreign players should be allowed in ALMM, which is approved list for module manufacturers, and once we do that, it will overall help the industry with respect to the supply side, and there are industry representations in this area, and if we are able to relax the duties till the time we get the supply side right, I think it will be good for the industry till the time we get the capacity right, because I think there is a slight mismatch with respect to the right capacity from the product portfolio point of view. Overall, we might still believe that there is a capacity, but when you go to the product portfolio point of view, there is still slight mismatch. On the other front, on the CNI side, as I told you, the policy enabling things will be very, very important. CNI is a very crucial element from the industry, and since we come from distributed energy space, 415 gigawatt of total capacity. We have 118 gigawatt of renewable energy, 57 gigawatt is solar. Out of this 415 gigawatt, CNI consumes 50% of this total energy. However, the renewable part is only 3.5% out of this. This shows that how much progress we can make in renewable energy, especially in the CNI, and which will be propelled by the SME. I have a huge reason to believe that on this backdrop, and also because tariffs are likely to go up, and C&I generally is a cross-subsidized market, and I have reason to believe that this story will be something very exciting to treat with. On the residential front, we have recently, our PM has recently launched the national portal for the rooftop, where the customer will be able to see a single-stop solution for right from selection of the vendor, installation, and all the DISCOM related activities. I am pretty sure that this will give a lot of impetus to the residential market, which has really underperformed with only 17% of share in overall rooftop which we have done. So I have reason to believe that backed up by these two things, C&I and residential will be a good story. Solar water pump, the third business in which we are, I believe that the Kusum scheme is showing a good traction along with the state schemes. And Kusum is a centralized tendering approach, is a good thing from the price competitiveness point of view. And I believe with the passage of time, this is one area where we will be good traction. So Solarize, basically when we went into this business of distributed energy, we have a business model which was built on 4 major parameters: asset light, risk mitigated, digitally enabled, and channel driven. So you can see that right in our business model, digitization has a great role to play, and with some degree of satisfaction, I can say that we have done reasonably well in this space. Our whole process is digitized right from our HR talent acquisition, where the onboarding exercise is contactless and paperless. Coming to the business, the way we conduct our whole residential business is end-to-end digitized, right from designing of the product till the channel partner. Everybody is integrated in a common software, a common platform, and this whole integration helps us in lower cost of acquisition and also the faster response time. So I think it has made us much more nimble-footed and agile. And this is a space where without digitization, our acquisition cost would have been pretty higher. So it is not only a responsive journey, but it is also from a operational cost point of view, this is helping us significantly in residential. Our project management also is fully digitized, and I think it will be fair to say that 90% of our business which we are conducting today is digitized, whether it is residential business and C&I. Besides that, our all other functions, including HR, is fully digitized. Digitization has done well in India, and COVID hastened this whole process of digitization, and we were no exception. And we are pretty sure to address this journey moving forward with the right set of softwares and integration of the software to create a digital platform where we will be creating a business with lower acquisition cost for customer and a faster responsive time.